Okay, so this video is just a continuation of the video that I uploaded, which is for the lesson 2. So this one will be more focusing on the logical fallacies. So in order for you to become a good, effective, and efficient critical reader, you have to avoid these following logical fallacies. But what do we mean by logical fallacies? So here, logical fallacies refers to an errors in reasoning that invalidate an argument. Errors in reasoning, so error that is negative. So you have to avoid these logical fallacies in order for you to come up with a good and effective argument or academic text. So when you read a certain text, you must be able to identify if or to locate if there's logical fallacies presented. So we have two kinds of fallacies. We have formal fallacies and informal fallacies, but today's lesson will be focusing more on, as I have said, we're going to focus more on informal fallacies. So discuss natin is yung 7 fallacies. First, let's have appeal to ignorance. So appeal to ignorance, it occurs when a person mistakenly believes something to be true which is not. For example, appeal to ignorance. For example, there is no evidence disproving the existence of aliens. Therefore, aliens exist. So in this example, since kapag ba walang studies or hindi ba napatunayan sa study sa isang pag-aaral na ang alien ay hindi nag-e-exist, that means nag-e-exist ito. Again, i-rephrase natin. Kung wala bang study sa nagpapatunay na walang aliens, does that mean that that the aliens exist? So that argument is very wrong. So ignorance is not equal with good, effective, and efficient argument. Hindi porket walang study na nagpapatunay na walang aliens, that means aliens exist. So that's it. Appeal to ignorance. Next one, we have slippery slope. This one, ito, medyo familiar kayo dito. Siguro hindi lang kayo aware na ito ay isang logical fallacy or error in reasoning. So when we say slippery slope, it means suggests taking a minor action will lead to major and sometimes ludicrous consequences. So this one, it is like a hilarious conclusion. For example, the original argument is never sing in the shower. And then, meron kayong conclusion, gumawa kayo ng hilarious conclusion about it. So, the original argument is never sing in the shower. Tapos dinugtungan nyo ng because singing leads to dancing, dancing leads to sleeping, sleeping leads to paramedics, seeing you naked, so remember, don't sing. So, di ba naging exaggerated yung mismong argument mo. Yung conclusion mo is very exaggerated. Slippery slope. Di ba? A minor action, which is never sing in the shower, leads to a major one, which is hilarious. Kasi di ba sabi, never sing in the shower. Bakit? Singing leads to dancing, dancing leads to sleeping, and sleeping leads to paramedics, seeing you naked. Imagine, napaka-exaggerated. So that is what we call slippery slope. So think of an example ng slippery slope. Yung kadalasan nating, hindi man natin napapansin, pero nagagawa natin yung mga ganong argument or statement. Next one, we have appeal to force. When we say appeal to force, this one, a force is used in a place of reason in an attempt to justify a conclusion. For example, we have the prosecution's argument was difficult to counter. Lalagay ko yung picture yan. Now, dahil it is difficult to counter, the person used force in order for him, to defeat that person. Ginamitan niya ng dahas, trineth niya. There's this threat, fear. So, para to win the argument, ginamitan niyo to ng force. trinet niya. Yung mga blackmailing, yung mga blackmailing, and etc. So, for example, another example is, halimbawa, ikaw ay nangungupahan, and then, 3 buwan ka nang walang bayad sa upa. Then, dumating yung may-ari ng bahay na nagpapaupa. And then, siningil ka. Ang way ng pagbibigay niya sa'yo ng statement is, nasa na yung bayad mo ng upa? Kung hindi ka magbabayad, sisirain ko yung buhay mo. So, the conclusion is not, parang ang layo niya, no? Kasi, ang pinaka-original argument is, kailangan niya magbayad ng upa. Ginamitin ng appeal to force. Which is, sisirain niya yung buhay nangupahan kung hindi siya agad-agad magbabayad. So, ginamitan niya yung threat, nagbanta siya. So, to win the argument. Pero that is not correct. No? Threat is not equal with argument. Napakalayo ng conclusion niya. Dahil hindi nakabayad ng upa at nakikiusap na hindi pa siya makakabayad ulit, nagamitan niya ng threat in order for her or him to win the argument. So that is not correct. It is called a logical fallacy under appeal to force. Another example. One day, there is this boy or a man na violate niya yung traffic rules. So in order for him to escape with that particular trouble, he used his influence, which is kasi anak siya ng for example, anak siya ng mayor. In order for him to escape in that particular trouble, ginamit niya yung influence niya dahil anak siya ng mayor. And then, he escaped from that trouble kasi anak siya ng mayor. So, diba, the original argument is, nilabag mo yung traffic rule. Pero yung pagbibigay mo ng conclusion about it is, ginamitan mo ng influence mo. Dahil anak ka ng mayor, so nakascape ka doon. So that is an example only. Next one, we have appeal to pity. This one, it manipulates someone's feelings of pity or guilt in order to get them to support a point of view. For example, lumapit ka sa friend mo para manghiram ng pera. But in reality, bago ka pa makalapit sa kanya, meron ka pang mga naunang nahiram na pera na hindi pa rin nababayaran. No, in order for you na ma-convince si friend mo na pahiramin ka ulit even though hindi ka pa nagbabayad, ginamitan mo ng appeal to pity. So, what is your original argument? Kailangan ko ng pera kapag hindi mo ko pinahiram, ganyan. Magugutuman yung pamilya ko. Mamamatay sila sa gutom, etc. Hindi makakapasok ng school. Mahihinto sa pag-aaral. So, that is what we call appeal to pity. Again, pity is not equal, awa, yung so much emotions. Too much emotion. So, pity is not equal with argument. Next one, we have bandwagon. When we say bandwagon, it argues that one must accept or reject an argument because of everyone else who accept it or rejects it, similar to peer pressure. So here, for example, sa botohan, sa isang section, nagbotohan kayo. Who says yes and who says no? So, nagtanong, sino yung yes, sino yung no? So, sino yung yes? Nagtaas ng kamay. Since nakita mo na lahat sila nagtaas ng kamay sa yes, na-pressure ka na as a person na, shucks, yung friends ko, nandun na yung classmate, yung friends ko, ayun yung binoto yung yes. So, ikaw, parang nakita mo nandun na sila lahat, bumoto sila sa yes. Yun na, papagaya ka na lang din, kasi yun yung sagot na ng karamihan. Another example, halimbawa, botohan for the color ng shirt. Diba may mga ganun? Sa bawat section, nagpapagawa sila ng shirt nila. So, for example, ang pipiliin na color ay black and then white. So, sinabi ng teacher, sino yung boboto sa black? Nagtaas ng kamay. Sino yung boboto sa white? Nagtaas ng kamay. Ikaw na hindi ka bumoto. Anong say mo doon? So, dapat boboto ka. Pero in bandwagon, gato yung nangyayari. Dahil nakita niya na halos karamihan nagtaas ng kamay sa black, pero sa kanya talaga gusto niya white. pero nakita niyo na halos lahat bumoto na sa black. Wala na. Mapapaboto na lang siya sa black kasi, yun, peer pressure. Halos lahat nandun na. Nakikisabay na lang siya sa kung ano yung desisyon ng iba. Parang wala siyang decision. Wala siyang sarili niyang decision. So that is bandwagon. Nakikisabay ka sa uso. Pero syempre, diba, you have to consider also your choice. Hindi porket nandun na sila lahat bumoto, dun ka na din. Syempre, may sarili kang choice. Next, we have personal attack. This one, it occurs when someone tries to refute an argument by attacking the character of a person instead of attacking the ideas of the argument. So, the best example here, maraming ganito sa mga commercials, lalo na sa politika, sa politics. For example, we have this picture. Hanapin ko na lang siya, tapos ilalagay ko siya dito. Can we let a shrimp like this run our great country? So, the original argument is, paano mo ililid yung country? Paano mo sila hihikayatin na iboto ka? Ngayon, dahil nakikita mo masyadong strong yung objectives, aims ng kabilang partido, pinersonal attack mo tong isa in order for you to win the argument. Which is, maling-mali, because personal attack is not equal with argument. Napakalayo ng conclusion mo eh. The original argument is, paano nyo masasabi sa kanila or sa mga voters na ikaw ang karapat-dapat na iboto. But yung conclusion mo is, in order for you to win that particular argument, yung kabilang partido, pinersonal attack mo. So that is very wrong. Ano po personal attack? For example, sa flip top, di ba? Merong particular, for example, may particular na pinagtatalunan. Eh, hindi mo siya dun matalo-talo sa part na yon. Kaya ang ginawa mo, pinersonal mo siya. Dinamay mo halimbawa yung kanyang, sabihin natin, friends niya, family, loved ones, etc. Diba? Uso dun yung personal attack. Kapag hindi mo kayang patumbahin, gamit yung mga sarili mong salita, pinersonal attack mo na lang siya. So, that is not correct. Next one, we have hasty generalization. Hasty generalization. This one, it is an argument that is based on mistaken reasoning, a belief of a larger population than he should based on the information that he has. For example, where I'm from, everyone's a hero. So, for example, ang hirap kasi, ano ko na lang yung picture. Where I'm from, everyone's a hero. For example, ito kasi yung picture niya. Ayan. So, where I'm from, everyone is a hero. Hindi mo pwedeng i-conclude, di ka pwedeng magbigay ng conclusion na kung saan ka nang galing, lahat ng mga tao doon ay hero. Kasi hindi naman talaga. No? Yung nagko-conclude ka na kaagad, but in reality, hindi naman talaga lahat. Hindi lahat. For example, so let's have this example. Halimbawa, wait. Okay, so let's have this example. For example, the argument is, lahat ng napasok or lahat ng nag-online class ay mayroong sariling Wi-Fi internet connection. So that is an example of hasty generalization. Hindi mo pwedeng i-conclude na lahat ng nag-online class ay mayroong internet connection. Sariling Wi-Fi internet connection. Bakit? Kasi baka yung iba dyan, data lang yung gamit. Or yung iba nakikisagap lang ng Wi-Fi. Or whatsoever. Or yung iba broadband lang. Prepaid. So, hindi natin masasabi na not all students na nag-online class, meron silang Wi-Fi internet, strong Wi-Fi internet connection. So, all in all, kapag hasty generalization, nagko-conclude ka na kung saan nakakalimutan mo or nakakaligtaan mo na meron pang ibang dahilan. Hindi lahat ganun yung conclusion. So, that's it. We have hasty generalization. So, that's all for the logical fallacies. Again, when we say logical fallacies, these are the errors in reasoning. Mapa-reading man yan, maka-encounter tayo yan sa mga pagbabasa ng iba't ibang texts, and even sa mga pang-araw-araw nating pamumuhay. Diba? Don't use those logical fallacies kasi hindi siya okay. Hindi siya nakakaganda ng argument. So, next one, we have basic structures of academic text. So, we have the following: nature, definition or defining, classifying, comparison, and contrast, and we also have cause and effect. So, when we say narration, you're just going to narrate, no? The academic text simply narrates the concepts of that particular topic. When we say defining or definition, those words that are directly related with the topic, you have to know their definition, their meaning, defining, in order for you to understand it. Classifying, you have to classify words that are interrelated with it. Comparison and contrast by giving their similarities and differences. Cause and effect, of course, the sani at bunga, what happened and why it has happened, or simply the results. So next one, we have identifying thesis statement. Just like what they've said in the previous vlog. So thesis statement is about the main idea or the central idea. Ito yung pinakapangunahing ideya. The sentence that captures your position on this main idea is what we call a thesis statement. So it serves as an overview. Thesis statement, it serves as an overview of the topic. So how can we identify thesis statement? So there are 3 things to remember in identifying thesis statement. First is know its claim. So what is the author telling you? Ano yung gusto niya iparating? Second one, we have evidence. Of course, how do you know this? Did the author cite or nag-cite ka ba ng mga resources or sources, evidence that are relevant and valid? Third one and last, we have significance. Yung importansya nito. Why does this matter? Bakit mahalaga yung particular academic text na yun? So that is identifying thesis statement. Again, when we say thesis statement, it refers to the main idea, central idea, or the overview of a certain academic text. So that would be all for this lesson. I hope you learned something. And comment down below kung meron pa kayong naiisip na iba pang examples about logical fallacies. So that's it for this video. Bye!